Good morning, students. Let us continue the grammar tenses. We have learned in the last video that tenses of the verbs are used to express time. They indicate time and state of the action. The table will help us to understand better. So let us see the simple present tense with examples and usage. Simple present tense is to express habits or general truth. So here look at the structure. When we use either do form do does or be form am is are or have as, we will get simple present tense. The first example is I go for a walk every day. Here the verb is go. It is in the form of do form. Every day denotes the habits. Simple present tense. Then the second example is she writes a poem every day. Have a look at the verb writes. Writes, we have used only the do form, and every day denotes the habits. Then the third one, the sun rises in the east. Rises is in the form of do, particularly it is in the form of does. So when we use only one form of the verb, we will get simple tenses. Here we have used the present verb form, so these three are simple present tense. Then let us see the simple past tense with usage and example. Simple past tense is to indicate a past habit or an action already completed. So when we use only one form of the verb, either did or be form verbs like was, were, and have form verb had. So look at the examples. The first one is I went for a walk yesterday. Here the verb is went. It is in the form of did, and yesterday indicates past. So simple past tense. She wrote a poem yesterday. The verb is wrote, the past tense verb. When we use only action word, it is called a simple. So here we have simple past tense. They played cricket yesterday. Played again past. Yesterday denotes the past action, an action already completed, so we'll get simple past tense. One more thing I want to make sure that here we have used only one form of the verb, that's why it is called simple tenses. Then simple future tense. For future, obviously we have to use will or shall. The usage of simple future tense is to indicate an action, condition, or circumstance that hasn't taken place yet. This is the usage, but the verb structure is will or shall and do form, or else we can use be, or else we can use have. The first example is I will go for a walk tomorrow. So tomorrow denotes the action hasn't taken place yet. So future. For simple, we have used only one form of the verb is called do. Will go is a simple future. And the second example is she will write a poem tomorrow. Will write. Will write is a simple and tomorrow is a future action. So simple future. Then the third one is they will play cricket in the evening. Will play simple, evening future, so we can get simple future tense. Then the next three tenses, continuous tenses, present continuous, past continuous and future continuous. For our better understanding, the three tenses have continuous form. For continuous, we have to use ing verb form. In present, there is a continuous. In past, there is a continuous. In future, there is a continuous. So, for the three continuous tenses, we have to use ing verb form. So, the question is, how are we going to differentiate? How are we going to identify whether it is a present continuous or the past continuous or future continuous? So when we use present be form verb like am, is, are, that will denote present. Obviously the ing verb form will indicate continuous. So for present am, is, are, for continuous ing. So we can easily get present continuous. Look at the example. I am going for a walk now. Here, am going is the verb. Am present because it is a present be form verb. Going ing verb form continuous. So we get present continuous. The second example is he is writing a poem now. Here look at the verb. Is denotes present, writing it as ing verb form. So present continuous. They are playing cricket now. Are playing is the verb, but here are is present be form verb that denotes present and ing verb form continuous. As we know that ing is a continuous form, so present continuous. The usage of present continuous is to indicate an action occurring at the time of speaking, or to indicate a temporary action that may not be occurring at the time of speaking. That is the usage of present continuous tense. Then past continuous tense. The usage of past continuous tense is to indicate uncompleted action of the past or to indicate persistent habits of the past. The verb structure is, we know that already for continuous we have to use ing verb form. For past we have to use was, were. So we can easily understand the past continuous. So look at the box, was, were, past and verb plus ing continuous, so past continuous. The first example is, I was going for a walk when my friends came to my home. So look at the verb was going. Going is in the form of ing, so continuous. Was obviously past be form verb, so we can get past continuous. Then the second example is he was writing a poem at 10 a.m. this morning. So again, the verb was writing, was past, writing denotes continuous, so past continuous. And the third one is they were playing cricket before the rain came. So look at the verb again, were playing. Were denotes the past, playing denotes the continuous, so past continuous. Then the next tense is future continuous tense. The usage of the future continuous tense is to indicate what will be going on at some time in the future, or to indicate planned future events. That is called simple future continuous. So we know that for continuous we have to use ing verb form. Ing will denote you the continuous. For future we have to use will or shall be. Again, the box will help us to understand the future continuous tense. Will or shall be plus ing verb form. I will be going for a walk at 6 a.m. So here look at the verb will be going. Will be future, going continuous, because going as ing verb form, and will be obviously future, so future continuous. He will be writing a poem when he goes his home. You look at the verb will be writing, will be future, writing continuous, so future continuous. The last example is will be playing. They will be playing cricket in the evening. Will be future, playing is in the form of ing, so future continuous. Perfect tense. So there are three perfect tenses like present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense. For all the three perfect tenses, we have perfect. So for perfect, we have to use the past participle. For example, go, went, gone, see, saw, seen, write, wrote, written, speak, spoke, spoken, go, went, gone, eat, ate, eaten, drive, drove, driven, shake, shook, shaken, take, took, taken. So the V3 means the third form of the verb. So for perfect, we have to use the third form of the verb. Then the obvious question is the three tenses will have a perfect form. So for perfect, we have to use V3. For present, we have to use the present possessions like have and has. The usage of present perfect is to indicate a past action which is not defined by a time of occurrence, or to indicate an action that started in the past and has continued until now. That is the usage of present perfect. Then let us see the table. Have as plus V3. Have as will denote present, V3 will denote the perfect. So we can easily get present perfect. I have gone for a walk just now. Look at the verb have gone. Have present, gone V3 perfect. So present perfect. Then second one, he has written a poem when he reached his home. Has present, written V3. So perfect, present perfect. Then they have played cricket. They have played cricket. Here the verb is have played. Have present, played V3, I mean past participle. So present perfect tense. Then the past perfect tense. to indicate a completed action of the past that happened before another event took place. This is the usage of past perfect tense. We know that for perfect we have to use the past participle V3. For past tense we have to use had. So the structure is had plus V3. So had will denote your past, V3 will denote perfect. So past perfect. I had gone for a walk when my friends came to my home. Had gone. Look at the verb had gone. Had past, gone V3. Past perfect. The second example is had written. He had written a poem when he reached his home. Had past, written V3, so past perfect. Then they had played cricket. Had past, played V3, so past perfect. Then the next tense is future perfect tense. For future we have to use will or shall have. For perfect we have to use the past participle. So the structure is will or shall have plus V3. So let us see the example. I will have gone for a walk before my friend's arrival. Will have gone. The verb is will have gone. Will have future, gone V3. So future perfect. Then he will have written a poem by the time he reaches his home. Look at the verb will have written. Will have future, written V3 perfect. So future perfect. They will have played cricket. Will have future, played perfect. So future perfect. Then the last three tenses. Perfect continuous tenses like present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. Let us see the present perfect continuous. The usage of present perfect continuous is to indicate an action which started at some point in the past and may or may not be complete. The structure is for continuous, we all know that we have seen in the continuous tenses. For continuous, we have to use ing verb form. For perfect, we have to use been. For present, we have to use have or has. So we can easily get present perfect continuous. When we use have as present, been perfect, verb plus ing continuous. So we can easily get the present perfect continuous. The first example is I have been going for a walk for an hour. So have been going is the verb. Have present, been perfect, going continuous. So present perfect continuous. He has been writing a poem since 2 p.m. Here the verb is has been writing. Has present, been perfect, writing ing form. So present perfect and continuous. Present perfect continuous. Then the third example is they have been playing cricket for 4 hours. Have been playing. Have present, been perfect, playing ing form. Continuous. So present perfect continuous as we mentioned in the table. Then the past continuous tense. For continuous, we have to use ing verb form. For perfect, we have to use been. For past, we have to use had. So had plus been plus verb plus ing. Had will denote past, been will denote perfect, and verb plus ing will denote continuous. So we can easily get the past perfect continuous. The example is I had been going for a walk an hour. So here had past, been perfect, going continuous. So past perfect continuous. The second example is he had been writing a poem when he reached his home. Look at the verb had been writing. Had again the past possession, been perfect, writing ing form. So continuous, past perfect continuous. Then third example is they had been playing cricket until the rain came. Had been playing, had past, been perfect, playing ing form. So continuous, past perfect continuous. Then the last tenses of this 12, future perfect continuous. For future we have to use will or shall have. For perfect we have to use been. For continuous we have to use ing. So we can easily get future perfect continuous. I will have been going for a walk for a month. Look at the verb will have been going. So will have future been perfect going continuous. So future perfect continuous. Then the second example is he will have been writing a poem for 50 years. So will have future been again perfect verb plus ing. So again continuous tense. So future perfect continuous. They will have been playing cricket for 3 hours. Look at the verb will have been playing. Will have future been perfect, playing is in the ing form. So continuous, future perfect continuous. So the structure will help you to understand better, it will help you to identify better, and we can easily write the tenses using the structure. Instead of concentrating more on the usage, we can focus on the verb structure. So that will help us to understand easily the tenses. I hope you understand